I'm one of the over-the-hill guys, so I call myself a high-o silver. I've been playing music since I've been 8 years old. That goes back to 1958, and I started playing guitar when I was 14 in 64 with the Beatles and the Beach Boys and the Ventures and all that stuff. So I was a lead guitarist in several bands in Chicago, and then I moved out to Pueblo in 74 and hooked up with some locals. We did original music way back in 74, 75, had a show called Sunshine Banks of the Arkansas, all about the river and the settlement. And that kind of clicked me into more country music because I was doing blues in Chicago and electric. And I came out here and got into country western and, that kind of music. Then got married and had kids and had to pull back a little bit, but still performed. And was always at the kind of the front of the pack. I enjoyed it. Being creative, I was always kicking up ideas and things like that. And then had some health issues kick up in the 90s and moved back to Chicago for a bit, came back in 97 and have been kind of here and there on playing music. I perform open mics mainly, and performances I don't do anymore because of certain health condition, but I'm still on it, I'm still active. But I've gone into doing eco-friendly festivals. I've done solar power festivals out of PCC where I helped them design the system that powered the stage. Brought in Pato Bantan and International Reggae twice or three times, and things like that. And also had some other things at the Runyon and around town. So I still enjoy playing music for the heart of it. And I just want to share that joy because I think my friendship and camaraderie and maybe some explanations of how things really are needed. Friendship and songs because they're needed. It's kind of different, it's kind of a mix of country, western, and blues and rock and roll, all kind of mixed together. Yeah, that song, Ain't No Use, was right in there for Jerry Garcia, man. That's about when the Dead was around when I wrote it.
Rays of a new day are shining. Have you seen the light that brings new birth? Is a light and love the creator of all. The children are all crying for a saving hand. To lift them from the darkness into light. Message of hope comes through the night, and we begin to see once more. Stumble upon this sphere that we tread until we realize the way our
It's one of my the new genre that I play in called sarcastic blues. But this one was written a long time ago with my former wife and I because we loved barbecue chicken and we were living out in Kansas and nobody was around, so we could do what we wanted. We cooked how we liked, and barbecue chicken was our favorite one. But I'm a hamburger man, and that was in it too. So it's kind of a play on words. There's some innuendos in there that kind of, could be interpreted differently, but it's just up to the individual whether they've got a creative imagination or not. Very bluesy and very saucy. The reason now, later on, several years later, I've thought, why not make it a barbecue sauce company jingle? So I wrote Sweet Baby Ray's, the barbecue sauce manufacturer out of Chicago, out of my hometown. So I wrote him a letter saying, hey, I'm from Chicago. I've been playing this song for years. It's all about barbecue chicken because I'm a hamburger man myself, but I know a lot of people like it. That's kind of the idea, to kind of spread the joy.
My baby loves barbecue chicken. I'm a hamburger man myself. My baby loves barbecue chicken. I'm a hamburger man myself. When she gets up from the table, she got that sauce all over herself. My baby said she loves me. Says, you sweet daddy, you're the one. You're the one, the one, the one, the one. My baby said she loves me. Says, you sweet daddy, you're the one. The one, the one, the one, the one, the one. I wanna be your hamburger patty. Wrap me up in your honey bun. That woman was jiving. Lord knows she treats me so fine. So fine, so fine. So fine, so fine, so fine. That woman was a foolin'. Lord knows she treats me so fine. So fine, so fine. So fine, so fine. And to keep you right here, mama, gonna feed you barbecue chicken any old time.
Probably Eric Clapton's Pilgrim. Top of the bill, Eric Clapton. Then Santana. Then Sonny Landreth. And then the Moody Blues. And next, it'd be a tough one, maybe Tab Benoit. Somebody along the vintage of them, maybe Neville Brothers out of New Orleans, because that's where the Arkansas flows eventually. So basically that's what I would put together. And I almost wanted to, but there's no place big enough in Pueblo to do it. The nicest one was at McCormick Place. That was real nice. And then there was kind of a more informal called the Electric Theater. Those two probably the top ones, and now there's other places that have opened up, but I haven't been there in a long time, so I'm not quite sure, but those were the ones that I went to. And then there was a couple on Clark Street, that were pretty hot, reggae tunes, and I had some friends that were playing all different kinds of music. That's an interesting one. Probably Aliens. I think Sigourney Weaver's a hot chick besides me. She would take him on, man. She would take him on and blast him away. That's probably the one that sticks out the best because that didn't let me sleep for 3 days. Yeah, then the sequels, came out, Alien and this guy and that guy. I believe it was the Beach Boys in 1963. Al Jardine had just joined them. David Marks, who I liked as a rhythm guitarist, was out, and all the brothers were still there. But Al Jardine had just joined them, and that's about when he joined back then, in '63. So I was a surfer boy. Dennis on drums, Carl on lead, Brian on bass, and their cousin Mike Love, vocals, and Al Jardine.